Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olu Adeniri. In today's video I will be discussing about a research proposal. A research proposal, I will be talking about what are the components of a research proposal, what constitutes a research proposal. I will try to give a description of what a research proposal entails and all of the nitty-gritties that you must bear in mind when you're thinking or trying to write your research proposal. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on my Twitter handle, as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel. All right, so let's get into the real business. All right, so what is a research proposal? A research proposal is a formal document, is an academic blueprint that details all of your academic or research intentions as a postgrad student. It offers you an opportunity to provide detailed explanation of what a problem is, of how the problem has probably been solved before, and some of the limitations that you have managed to identify. So this is one of the first points that I would like to mention clearly, that a research proposal, of course, can emanate from your idea or your interest, but it is not solely or 100% dependent on your personal or professional experiences or interests. It is about contributing to knowledge, and as such, you are expected to source for your information from reputable scholarly resources. And that makes a research proposal very unique, because in identifying a problem or coming up with an idea, and as a result going to scholarly resources to look at how the idea has probably been solved before, you must demonstrate through carefully well-written, coherent, articulated, and logical sequence how you intend to go about your research. And this is one of the things that I would like to mention about a research proposal, that it offers you an opportunity to engage with literature. It also offers you an opportunity to extrapolate relevant, related, and contextualized information that are connected to your topic. So, why is a research proposal very important? It is important because it is an opportunity, again, for you as a postgrad student to show what direction or what trajectory you want to take with respect to a research area of interest. It also offers you an opportunity to demonstrate the feasibility of you being able to conduct the research. And so, in talking about all of this, let us quickly look carefully at what a research proposal entails in terms of its components. So, one of the components of a research proposal is it will always have a research topic. Okay, and another thing about a research proposal is that you will always find an abstract in a research proposal. Of course, another component of a research proposal is the background information or general introduction. There will be aims, there will be objectives, there will be research questions in a research proposal. You will always have a section dedicated to problem statements, okay? And as a result, you will also have to show that this study is significant, and that is called the significance of studies. The limitations, in other words, the scope of the research will be presented, and that's another component of a research proposal. So these components are quite interesting. They are very important. They demonstrate the connectivity of a whole big issue that you want to address. Let's move on to the components of a research proposal. A research proposal always contains the research methodology, and this is what I call the engine room of your research, okay? Because the methodology offers you an avenue for you to provide a step-by-step approach or procedure that you're going to use to find a solution to a problem and come up with possible answers to your research questions. So what else do we find in a research proposal? You will always find a section that is dedicated to your budget, in other words, the resources that will be needed for the research proposal or for the research to be conducted. Of course, there will be timeline. That simply implies that the research must be done within a specific period, and that shows again your ability to manage time and allocate tasks to different period during the course of your research. And another very important section or component of a research proposal is your references. And that tells you that you are not expected to write anything from your head. Okay, when you write a research proposal, it must be 100% rooted in scholarly written resources. So your ability to engage with literature, even though you have come up with an idea, your ability to articulate this idea in a coherent logical sequence, these are very important attributes that you must demonstrate in your research proposal. So in other words, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have an idea and the idea is brilliant or excellent. If it's not properly presented in written form, then nobody is probably going to listen to your idea. So as a postgrad student, one of the things you must remember that when you write your research proposal, it is an opportunity for you to demonstrate some critical thinking attributes. It is also an opportunity for you to demonstrate that you can present your thought process in a way that is clear, that is simple, that is easily understandable. And as a result, you are giving yourself another opportunity to convince whoever is going to review your proposal that you have what it takes to conduct the research or to carry out the study. In the subsequent videos, I will be discussing in details each of these components that I've mentioned. But I also like to indicate here very clearly that a research proposal is your thesis chapter 1 to 3. This means is that when you look at your thesis chapter 1, for instance, your thesis chapter 1 has a section called introduction or general information or background information. Your thesis chapter 1 has a section that has research aims, research questions, the limitations of study, the scope of study, the problem statements. These are the components you will always find in your thesis chapter 1. In your thesis chapter 2, for instance, you will always find a section called literature review, and you will find that as a component in your research proposal. Okay, and in your research proposal, as far as your thesis chapter 3 is concerned, that's depending on your field of study. That's your theoretical framework or your research methodology. And these are also very important components that you will find in a research proposal. So when you look at your research proposal, you are already having a condensed information that over time you blow up to make your thesis chapter 3. So you're basically sitting with your thesis chapter 1 to 3 as applicable when you write your research proposal. And that gives you an opportunity to put a lot of effort, to put a lot of thought process into it. So in the next video, I will be discussing in detail some of these components, and I'll be giving you relatable and easily understandable examples. Again, remember to like and subscribe to this channel and follow me on my Twitter, and I'm more than happy to welcome your questions and engage with you further. Thank you, and see you in the next subsequent videos.